Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us tonight. Coverage you can count on begins with major changes taking place at airports across the country, including Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson, after an FAA mandate requiring busy airports to cut flights by 10%. Atlanta Bureau Chief Hartsfield-Jackson has more.
The Federal Aviation Administration says 40 airports across the country, including the world's busiest, Hartsfield-Jackson International here in Atlanta, will see cuts of up to 10% of their flights. These are high-volume flights due to the government shutdown. They say this is a way for airports to make sure that the airspace is safe and to ensure that flights are in and out, which of course could certainly mean that travelers could be disrupted as we approach the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. We spoke to some travelers who say they are getting to the airport extra early to add in that cushion time due to these changes.
Keep an eye on the airport wait times, keep an eye on what your airline is telling you, and be ready to make changes, be flexible, and try to just take a deep breath and be kind to all of your fellow passengers and TSA employees, because we're all just trying to get through this.
Inside Hartsfield-Jackson International, smooth lines for now, but starting Friday, flight cuts will start at 4% and could climb to 10% as the government shutdown continues and air traffic controllers work without pay.
I would just say get to the airports early. We a couple weeks ago almost missed our flight because everything just seemed like really backlogged, and I'm just traveling with my sister and her baby today. So
airlines like Delta and American say passengers can change flights without penalties.
Definitely concerns. My son is going to be done basic training at Fort Benning tomorrow, and so that's why we're flying, and we're concerned that we might miss that, so that was a big deal. And then after the graduation, we're going to be flying across country back to Denver and visiting colleges for my younger son. So that's where we're really concerned.
An Atlanta airport spokesperson says Hartsfield-Jackson handles about 2,200 flights and 290,000 passengers daily, meaning more than 200 flights could be canceled per day starting Friday. We reached out to Atlanta-based Delta Airlines, who says they will comply with the FAA regulations and try to minimize disruptions for travelers, trying to only make those changes to some domestic flights and not their international routes. They say a lot of these changes simply stem from the government shutdown due to the shortage of air traffic controllers. Reporting at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International, Hartsfield-Jackson, Atlanta Bureau Chief.